Again, my comprehension is really bad. I don't understand this karma and dharma thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
which is like the title of the book.
Sure. So from karma to dharma, Sage Sapien. So there's Homo sapien, we're Homo sapiens. It's a Latin word for, man. Sage comes from sapere, as does sapien, which also comes from sapere, which is the root word that means wisdom. So it's kind of a double play on wisdom, wise wisdom. It's kind of about shifting our collective consciousness from a place of just kind of moving through life in a very unaware, autopilot way to one where we are connected to our wisdom, and our wisdom is something that only we can inform ourselves on. It is not something that can be told to us. We can, pick up books in this bookshop and we have information and that turns into knowledge, but knowledge isn't necessarily wisdom. Wisdom is something that you feel in your bones, and that drives you to act or to not act. And then from karma to dharma, karma and dharma are both Sanskrit words. Karma is an interesting word because we have this understanding of karma, that karma is a bitch. And so there is this sense of karma being, it's like a boomerang. It goes and then it comes back. Like, oh, you did this, so something bad's gonna happen to you because you hurt someone else. That's a simplistic way of understanding karma. It's the law of cause and effect. Karma itself does not have a good or a bad. There is no good and bad karma. So all the Buddhist teachers, all the Tibetan teachers, they talk about good or bad, but a lot of things get lost in translation. Like last night we had this Tibetan bowl workshop, and the lady was talking a lot about, and great, like I agree with everything she's saying. It's true, like if you break into someone's house, right, and you steal all their things, that's going to, the law of cause and effect, something is going to happen because you did that thing. Whether that action of breaking into someone's house is good or bad, that is your belief system that you place on top of it based off of the society that, of course, most of us here would not do that because we're conditioned in a way where you don't break into someone's house. But that action itself is not good or bad. It's just an action. The universe doesn't care if a typhoon comes and wipes out a village. It doesn't. It's reacting to the fact that something is happening to the earth or to the planet. There's a cycle that's happening. The good and bad karma comes because it's our interpretation of it. It's our value judgment that we place on it. And so the spiritual practice, yes, it can be about transforming bad karma for good merits, which is the Buddhist system, until we realize that we want to transcend good and bad and come to a place of being in our purpose, which is what I see Dharma as. Dharma is the way. Dharma is your way. It is not what, for example, there's, the whole 377A thing. Singapore says that homosexuality is a criminal act, right? But yet, those of you who are gay in this room are choosing, or you're criminals, right? According to Singapore, you're a criminal, right? So right and wrong is something that is, it's a personal experience that you have to put your own barometer on. It's your own moral compass. Karma to dharma, how do we look at our belief systems and then decide that it's right or not right for us? And we don't know that unless we make mistakes and go to the extremes. Because we're in Singapore, a lot of it is around don't make mistakes, don't fail. You shouldn't be this way, because if you do, you're a criminal, or you're gonna get fined, you're going to prison. So the culture here is very much like you can only go this way. And if you don't go down this path, you're just like a loser in like prison or something, I don't know, or paying fines, right? Or in debt, right? And that's the mentality here. There's a fear of failing, and there's a fear of making mistakes. And if we don't make mistakes, we don't actually know what is right or what is wrong for us. And only we can know what's right and wrong. And that can only happen if we become wise. And we can only become wise if we are aware. And we can only become aware if our body is prepped with the food that we eat. It's, we're not stagnant. We take care of it. So we take care of the body, then we take care of the mind. We take care of the mind, then our spirit somewhere is going to feel refreshed. Our spirit's refreshed, then you feel purposeful. And then the actions you take in your life are with direction. So you can kind of translate it as going from purposelessness to purposefulness, if you want to think of it that way.